Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free. Hit the subscribe button. We got an exclusive coming up, man. We about to interview Steve Breadman. Hey, the Breadman, one of the funniest mans on Instagram, man. Man, his memes are funny, but I know y'all been wanting to know JROC's reaction, Breadman's reaction to 154. So I thought it would be a great idea to actually bring him on and y'all can enjoy his brain. Let me get his number and I'm gonna give him a call right now. And we'll go from there. And it's gonna be a fun conversation. The last time we spoke in September, I thought that shit was electric, man. And we'll go from there. So hold on, let me give him a call. Yeah, we good.
Hello?
Breadman, what's popping, man?
What's up, Fred? How you doing?
Hey, well, we live right now, man. How's everything?
Good, man. Good. Just working and so.
Okay, you cutting weight in that snow? Y'all doing a good job cutting that weight in that snow?
Easy. People lie. It ain't easy, but you know, it's fine. I mean, it ain't snowing.
Okay.
It's about 40 degrees. Turning up in the gym.
Shit.
You know, with some sweet shit. With a little bit of
okay.
Tuck your socks in your shirt. And, you know,
yeah.
A city like this your whole life, you get 4 seasons. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, facts.
And you're just gonna turn down.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of money to the shop. That's all right. It's part of the game.
Yeah, I introduced you as one of the funniest men on Instagram with all the memes and shit. I was like, man, you'll hear the intro or the replay. I was like, man, the funniest, man, you got the best memes ever, man. I'll be like, oh shit, but it's true.
I gotta get a little bit of a release somewhere.
I know.
My mom on Facebook can't say shit on there.
Facts, man. Yeah. But the 124 is heated. But let's get into how's camp coming first of all.
Good. Good. Real good. No. I picked up where we left off last camp.
Mm-hmm.
He's sharp, strong. Did everything.
You in a bad area, Brad.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead. Yeah, much better now.
It's good. And we picked up where we left off last camp. You know, stay sharp. Didn't mess with the formula too much. Doing the same type of sparring, same amount of days, same amount of rounds. No, everything's good, man. Real good. He's looking real good, real sharp. Weights where it's supposed to be at this particular point in camp. I'm seeing everything I needed to see. So, you know, we're just ready to go, man. I wish the fight was next week.
Speaking of your last fight, did you get a chance to hear Jared Hurd's speech last week at the press conference?
I heard tidbits like people would say Jared said this and screenshot this and little things like that, but I don't really follow things as close as people may think. I watch every fight and I study from and stuff, but all of the interviews and everything everybody got to say, I don't really follow that. But I did hear some stuff.
Okay. Yeah, he basically said he's basically staying at 154 and he do want that rematch. You know what I mean?
Cool. It's a sport and it's a business. Let's just see. I mean, he had a rematch clause. He didn't take it. So now it'll be at our leisure whether we give him a rematch. You can't just get it when you feel like it. You know? I like Jared a lot, but Jared cost us a lot of money and a lot of time.
Wow.
You know?
Oh, because you were in camp, right? Yeah.
We were in camp. He exercised the rematch clause. And there's an email saying you'll be fighting Jared Hurd again on December 14th. So when you go to camp, you know, Fred, you hiring, barn, you flying this person, you doing that. You know what I mean? Nothing personal, but he cost us, so now it's gonna cost him. You know what I mean? We still fighting this time. You know, so just yo-yo us around and think that we just supposed to say, okay, so now you feel like fighting, and we're like, well, we was about was
your signal fading again. Signal fading again.
You can't just back and forth and go surround.
Sure.
I mean, we was going back with the contract. We was honoring the contract. That's the honorable thing to do. We had immediate rematch and we was giving it to him. But he didn't want it after he exercised it. So now he just gotta wait. So we see what's more, what else is on the table.
Why do you think he didn't take the rematch when it was official to you and your team?
I don't know. Everybody wants to say the elephant in the room is the 90-day testing. I don't know. I've shown Garrett is a clean fighter. He took it the first time. I don't know. People got all kinds of theories and rumors. I don't really want to get into that because I don't know things that you can't prove. So, I thought it was foolish to want to take a rematch immediately in the fight that you lost that bad with the new coach. But he can fire his coach, and he decided to fire his coach, and he decided to exercise the rematch clause.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Nobody had to tell him to exercise. To exercise the rematch clause is like a formality. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Fred, like you got to call somebody, you got to talk to the promoters. It's official email. You notify the sanctioning body. So then his team went through all that stuff just to say, you know what? No, we changed our mind. So I thought it would have been foolish to mess around with Julian again that soon either, but that's what he wanted to do. So
was there
we'll figure it out, man.
Was there a letdown and getting Rosario instead in terms of like rejuvenating JROC? Or was it just business as usual?
Julian was just angry. He was a little angry. Like, people think like he personally was like, I beat him clean in his hometown. I shouldn't even really have to give him a rematch like this, but he want one. Then that's cool. I'll just do it again. Like it was more of like I'll show him type deal.
Sure.
But this is a career high payday for him. Right? So Julian may have won the belt, but he hasn't made championship money yet. So this is that money motivates you, man.
Yeah, yeah, it does. I agree.
Let's keep it real. It motivates you, man. When you know you're going to really, he pretty much got everything he wants in his whole life without making huge money yet. So now this is big money that we got, and next fight should be even bigger. So that's motivation. So
sure.
He's motivated. He better be.
Yeah, he better be, man.
That's a motivated guy to make 7 figures.
Now, speaking of motivation in the next big fight, you said you watch all the fights. So what was your reaction to Charlo and Tony Harrison Saturday night?
That was a great fight.
Wasn't it? Wasn't it fun? Wasn't it fun?
Them jokers was bumping, man.
Yeah.
That was a great fight, man. Both of them dudes, man, should be proud of themselves. That was as good as Jewel and Jared. That was a good fight, man. I'm objective when I see good fight. That was a good fight, man. Tony showed stuff people didn't think he had. And man, a lot of people, got stuff to say about like Jamel, this, that, and the other. But let me tell you something, Fred. Dude got a world-class chin and got world-class willpower. And sometimes if you're not the more skilled guy in the ring, that counts for a lot, man. It's jokers in the Hall of Fame because of their chin and willpower.
Sure.
So Jamel is a formidable dude, man, because I thought he was taking a beat.
Yeah, man.
No, I did.
No, I did. I rewatched it today.
He's getting beat up. Tony was pushing him back. At some point, he looked a little fatigued because he shot his load. Tony was beating him up to the body. He was beating him on the outside. He was beating him on the inside. But Jamel did not stop trying. He kept trying. He kept plugging away. And he finally clipped him, man. You got to give that dude a lot of credit for that. All that stuff. I never ever say this guy, that guy can't punch. Any two dudes that's in shape like that at the elite level and they're the same size, you may not be a concussive one punch dude, but anybody could hurt anybody. Man.
Sure.
Human body ain't meant to be beat on.
Absolutely.
You know, so Tony was hitting him with some straight right hands on the money.
On the button.
I'm like, damn. You know, but I mean, it's a 12-round fight. It's not an 11-round fight, man. Tony gotta, you know, I know Tony personally. I really do empathize with him because I don't know if you can get over that. You know, that was a career-defining victory for him. You know, he was the champion. They treated him like the B-side going into the fight. To be honest, you know, everything was kind of, you know, it was like the Jamel Charlo show.
Sure.
And Tony had that fight, man. He really did. I mean, I'm just getting down. But even if he would have kept performing like that, it would have been a public outrage.
Yeah.
You know, he was backing him up. He was beating him on the inside. He was beating him on the outside. You know, nobody could say, well, he just wanted to just jab and move this fight. He was bringing heat to him.
Yeah.
You know, it's a shame, man, that he like got lax with that. And but you gotta give Jamel full credit because you know he mentally that breaks you, man, when somebody don't stop trying. You know, people with the Oscar Tito fight.
Yeah.
Everybody say, well, Oscar just pulled off the gas. And I say, listen, he started doing stupid stuff because Tito didn't stop trying. When you stay persistent and you go after somebody time and time again, round after round, minute after minute, even if they're getting the better of you, inside that ring, they may not feel like they're getting the better of you as much as everybody feels like they are on the outside of the ring because it's a mental pressure that's happening. You know, so Jamel's persistence may have caused Tony to become lackadaisical and start doing weird stuff because he didn't stop trying.
Yeah.
You know, it reminded me of Tito. Oscar didn't clip. Tito didn't clip Oscar, but he was wearing him down mentally because he never. Every time, like your sense of awareness got to be up. It's like, he's on me all night long, and it can be emotionally taxing, man. You know, and gotta give Jamel credit, man. You know, that was a really good win to pull out, man. He earned it.
Yeah,
that's the best way I can say he earned that, man.
Definitely earned it because I watched it in the arena, and I had it 6-4, 7-3 in favor
Tony,
of Harrison.
Right?
Tony, right? And then I rewatched it on TV today, and I says, "Oh, this is a one-sided fight." You know, and I was like, he was down 8 rounds to 2 and going into the 11th round. If you love boxing, you know, I mean, if you want like the herky jerky one shot guy,
fair. It's fair. That you know, I'm not going to single out nobody, but the judges' scorecards were
egregious.
They weren't accurate.
It was egregious. It was egregious.
The punch that. Let's be honest, it was off. It wasn't even counting them boy punches, man. You know, I don't like to see that kind of stuff because Jamel didn't need no help. He proved that he didn't need no help.
No, he didn't.
So he didn't have to create a narrative where the fight was closer than what it was. They did this with Larry Hazard. Like he's like
no, that was Viegas, Marcos Viegas.
No, for Jamel and for Jared and Julian.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And he was like, he wasn't giving his score, he was giving his breakdown of the fight. Like, yo, Williams is winning, but Heard's strong. He's gonna walk him down. I'm like, dog, you just fucking need to do is 4 rounds, man.
Yeah.
You know, so there's something you can get creative with the A side, but I saw probably going at it. One was getting the better of it as far as points, but the other one was not discouraged. He just kept away and plugging away and looking for his shot, and he finally got it, man.
Yeah, he finally got it.
Full credit to that kid.
No,
man.
that was definitely deserved.
That was big time. It really was because Tony was hurting him to the head and body. Yeah. He was digging the left hook underneath, man, and nobody saw it, man. He was hurting him, man.
He affected him because you saw him retreat to space. You saw him 2 or 3 times
because he wanted to. He didn't box because he wanted to. Because he was made the pull of that fight.
Yeah,
that was major, man. That was by both of them.
Yeah.
And it really was, man. Shane would have to be a loser, man. Took a hit, man. I don't know if you ever met him, but he's a real cool dude, man.
Going into the
But,
10th round. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I would say going into the 10th round, they had 2 scorecards, had Jamel up 2 points. And I was like, nah, I was like, I can't deal with this. Like, I was like, at the very worst, it should be even. At the very worst, this fight should be even. 6-4.
I didn't even see that. Yeah. I didn't even see that. I saw the worst possible case for Tony. I saw it was about 7-3 after the round. That's like the worst possible case I saw.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't see how it could have been anything worse than that for him.
Sure.
Because you had a guy that was winning outside with his dad, and then winning on the inside with hook to the body, uppercuts, and little clever stuff that he was doing. And he was making the fight. So it's like, I don't know. And then he was picking off a lot of Jamel's shots.
Oh, he picked off a lot of shots.
Yeah, he was blocking them shots, man. He wasn't losing that fight. That's what I say. He wasn't losing that fight.
Nah, I was shocked because he couldn't win the fight. He couldn't win. Even if he won the last 2 rounds, he couldn't win the fight. And I was like, that don't sound right to me. I thought that was, but thank God. Nah, I shouldn't say thank God, but thank God to the sport of boxing.
You're right. You're right. Because that would have been messed up. Somebody somewhere would have said, why did this kid have to come to California anyway?
Yeah.
He won the title fair and square from Detroit. There would have been some controversy.
Oh, big time.
But, like, man, Jamel got a clutch team because he pulled that out, man.
Yeah.
Oh, his fight.
His endurance. I was like, he's not from Houston. He's from Ghana.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I thought his endurance was really good. I mean, 12-round fights of him. But it wasn't his endurance to me because I saw him getting a little fatigued on the fight. It was his willpower to keep trying.
Willpower. Okay.
Yeah, like, because that's one of the things that I noticed with Jared. Everybody talks about Jared's stamina. I said, man, Jared gets tired. The thing to get Jared over the top is he don't stop trying. He got a lot of will. He got a lot of heart. He pushes through his fatigue. It's not the kind of fatigue where it's not the kind of stamina where you look at him and you don't see them huff or puff. You don't see him breathe or nothing like that. Like that Joker, Juan Estrada. That dude right there. When you got a dude like that, it's different. I said, Jared breathes. He gets tired. But the thing is, he pushes through. That's what I saw with Jamel. I seen Jamel getting tired, but he just has so much, like, dig down in him. Like, man, I'm not going to let this dude beat me. That's what impressed me the most, man. Because, like I said, man, nobody has an iron liver, Fred. I don't care who you are. Tony was putting the left hook to his liver, bro. That was a nasty shot. Things hitting him with uppercuts, man. And his hair is high, so his hair's jumping all over the place. And Jamel took a beat in that. And he showed a lot of character, a lot of heart, man. That was impressive to me, man.
Yeah, I was very impressed. I was very impressed. Yep. And he walked away the victor. And Vegas will have you guys a huge favorite. And everybody wants to know what's next. And heard it through the grapevine that Fox wants it.
That guy pressure on me.
Yeah,
man.
Fox wanted no other way. Fox wanted no other way, man. Unification has to happen before the end of the summer.
The way it has to be. It's one fight. Only fight one fight at a time, Fred. But I will tell you that we did sign for the Unification. It's signed on our part.
Definitely.
On paper, yeah.
Definitely.
So it was the winner of Harris and Charlo too, and we signed it. So we would it. And if we don't get it, then we'll move on. But we don't gotta chase nobody. We got the most belts.
You damn sure do. You damn sure do.
So that's up to them. We would it, So we'll see. I can't speak for no other team, and what they're going, because I'm hearing stuff about the trilogy, and that's fine. It was a great fight. But we ain't chasing nobody. We did everything the professional way. We signed the contract. There don't have to be no call out. Everybody know what they got on their fax machines and what emails they got. So if they would it, let's go. Let's June. June is the date.
Juneteenth.
You know?
Juneteenth, like you said on Trill Boxing Talk. Hey.
Yeah, so let's do it, man. Big fight, man, and let's do it, man. He's a great fighter. I think he got excellent training. He's coming off a great victory. You know, he avenged his only defeat. Let's do it.
Y'all should have y'all own. I cut you off on purpose because I want this engraved this in you. You and Derek should have y'all own segments on Fox. Because y'all like spiritual thinkers per se, like in the boxing world, I respect y'all brain a great deal. That would be awesome.
Derek's a real good guy, man. You know, me and Derek been cool ever since. You know, I think Earl and Julian probably signed with Al around the same time.
Oh, beautiful.
Earl came out of the 2012 Olympic class, and Julian signed with Al in the summer of 2012. So I used to see Derek all the time, man. He's a real good guy, man. You know, even before, you know, people talk about our kids probably having a fight one day. You know, he's always been real. I like Derek. He's a real cool dude. But, you know, that's not up to me, man. I don't really care about that, man. I want to get these wins and get to this money, Fred.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah, I respect that. I respect
Buy
that.
me some savings bonds and some property.
Talked about that last time. Yeah.
That's what I want to do, man. I want to get these wins and get to this money, man. That's my goal. You know, build the legacy. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Whatever they do with Fox, that was cool. You know, they're nice people. They all, you know, they came and did a couple segments on this fight, so it was all good. I think the people's called Five.
Yeah. I've seen them. Cool. I follow them on Instagram.
It's a production company. Yeah. Cool.
I met them down in Alabama when I was with Wilder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now that was a smooth transition for me. How did you react to Errol Spence when you saw him? And do you have any commentary on the interview itself?
Man, that's a nice. I like that kid a lot. Probably like him more than any other of the kids I came in contact with the PBC, because you kind of get a relationship with the guys and the coaches when you fight on the same card coming up and stuff. Earl's a real cool dude. He hit me up talking about betting on fights and stuff, man. So when I heard he was in an accident, the first thing I asked was like, damn, did he pass away? You know, because people sent me something like a screenshot of the car. I'm like, damn, I hope he didn't pass. Because that's the first thing you think when that. You know, I don't want to judge the interview, man, because everybody becomes like a fucking doctor. Like if you lost teeth, you're gonna talk funny. That don't mean like you punch drunk or something like that, or you got some kind of neurological damage. He lost teeth. You know, like I talk funny when I leave the dentist because I can't film him. Who's to say that he wasn't on some type of like Percocets or sedatives or something? I don't know. You know what I mean? So I'm hearing all these theories and everything. He suffered trauma to his face.
That's
so
what I say
his face
too.
Be a little swollen. You know, his face gonna be a little swollen. Earl get big in between fights. Let's keep it honest. So his face gonna be a little chubby. But that don't mean that he's permanently damaged. You know, he hit something. Whether it was the dashboard, the ground, the window, or something. He something happened.
Damn.
So you know, I think. I don't have any thoughts on whether he's gonna fight or not. I'm taking him for his word. He said he's gonna fight. He said he's okay, and that's just that.
How about
so? You know, as far as his eye, teeth, or whatever. Don't mind me. I'll be down in a second. I'll be down. But he's all right. You know, God willing, the kid fights again, and if he don't, man. You know, life bigger than boxing. I just wish Earl the best, and I hope everything goes smoothly for him.
Yeah.
I thought the interview. You know what? I'm not gonna comment.
Okay. Well, we follow each other on Instagram, so you know how I felt about that shit. Man, my God.
I'm not sure.
I was so
angry about it, but okay, but
I just
it's just. I don't know. I don't know if you can ad lib something like that. I think that's something that got to be planned.
Exactly.
It's bigger than me. That's Earl's not my fighter. So, you know, I can't really like it doesn't pay for me to have an opinion on somebody else's fighter. Earl got a dad. He got a team.
Yeah.
He got people that's with him that can make those decisions and stand up for him. So that's not really my fight. But I just was.
I was so unimpressed with the whole production of it. And Earl, in my humble opinion, Earl has every right to trust what they're going to do with him. He done went through 2 pay-per-views, 2 fight camps, you get what I'm saying? Like, so he thinks like, oh, this is just going to be some A, B, C, D questions. And we're going to, and in my humble, I ran for public office. So I know, and I lost by less than 1,000 votes in the city that has 140,000 people in it. So I know the ramifications of his slickness, and this is just me talking. So the undertone in which he spoke, he's like, "Oh, your DUI, oh, drive safe." I'm like, he's telling people who don't represent him to say, "Oh, he ain't shit." He's had mistakes, and he's gonna have to reprove himself to us. That's how I took it. Because they used to always ask me, man. They used to always ask me slick questions like that when I ran for office. You know what I mean? And I had to respond. See,
here's the thing. I don't really know Brian Kenny, and I don't want to try to act like I know what somebody was thinking or somebody meant. Because that's not me. You know what I mean? Like, I try to be an individual with that stuff unless I know the person.
Sure.
But I will say that it was a little that the DUI comment, because everybody knows it was a DUI situation. So, that I just cringed when I heard it.
Yeah.
Like, dang.
Yeah.
I was leave that. It was like a little cringe-worthy to me. Like, wow. Dang.
I couldn't believe it.
Dang. My man finally talks, and he got. But and I would have probably not cringed if he hurt somebody.
Gotcha.
Because if he hurt somebody, this is just me. This is from my perspective. Then you got to own that because you hurt somebody.
Sure.
But he didn't hurt nobody. And I'm not saying it's okay to drive drunk, but he didn't hurt anybody. It was a 1-car accident. So it's not like, we got anybody to answer to, but itself, he made a mistake on his own, but he's the one got to pay for that mistake.
Yeah.
And he hurt an innocent person, somebody crossing the street, somebody that was in the car innocently. I wouldn't be empathetic. I'm like, yo, something comes with that. You make that mistake, you there's a big responsibility that you got to pay for that. But he didn't hurt anybody. So to have to answer that on the first time he spoke publicly, I felt bad for the kid.
Yeah.
But again, he ain't my kid, man.
Yeah.
And that's not my fight. I just was just like, oof, that was tough.
Yeah. It was for me.
Because it was tough to look at, because I do like him, and I was just like, wow, man, maybe you should have somebody standing there with him.
Yeah. Because imagine me, I'm watching it 4:30 in the morning at the charging station because I'm coming down from Ontario. And I'm like, I couldn't sleep the rest of the night. I said, I was so angry because I can't imagine $1 billion corporation doing this to this kid. And for real, I can't blame Earl because he done been through multiple meetings with them, multiple productions with them.
See, I don't know what's that protocol. So that's why
Gotcha.
How does anybody know what Kenny is going to say? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know who he has to answer to. I don't know what the protocol is. So that part is like, it's not that I can't speak on it. I don't know. I really don't know, because I know, like, I've done interviews with Fox and Fox Sports Run and did a little, and nobody tells me, well, that's off topic or that's off limits. It's just kind of a go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know if it was that situation with Earl or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how that works as far as you can ask them this, but you can't ask them that.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because obviously that's the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
But me personally, I like the kid, and I wouldn't. I would never in a million years ask him nothing like that.
Yeah.
It ain't,
Yeah, I wouldn't either. But he answered it. He answered in so many words. I can't speak. My lawyer, I answered it. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I just thought it was just, It
was rough. It was rough to hear. It really was, man. It was rough to hear. It was rough to see. You can tell he suffered some kind of trauma to his face.
Sure.
It was just rough to see, man.
Yeah.
But a strong kid, man. And hopefully he comes back and everything's okay.
Yeah. And got to ask you about Timothy Bradley's comments, because according to Timothy Bradley, JROC's not a man. Only Deontay Wilder is. Did you
I was a big Timothy Bradley fan, man. I actually think he's a Hall of Famer. You know, I do, man. I think he's a Hall of Famer. He had a really good run at 40, 47, and he lost to one fighter, and that fighter, top 20, top 25 ever. You know what I mean? Ain't no shame in losing to a guy that good. I just think he's pushing the agenda too much, you know, to attack a whole stable of fighters because your friend can't get a fight. It's just like, I just think that it's irresponsible. I think it's reckless. You know, I think it's unnecessary because a lot of these young guys look up to him. Like Julian was with Gary Shaw.
Yep. I remember you told me.
Fifth pro fight was on the Tim Bradley, Devin Alexander undercard. So he met Tim Bradley, looked up to him, shook his hand at the weigh-in, like, you know, like Tim Bradley is from the adjacent era, the preceding era, you know what I mean? So for him to say that, you know, you got a young guy like Julian, like, damn, man, like, dude was all right with me. There's no men in the PBC stable. I just thought it was just unnecessary. Just because your friend couldn't get a fight, that's really what this is for. What that's all about. And it's ironic because Tim Bradley went to Top Rank and fought Pacquiao 3 times, Marquez, Brandon Rios, and what's the other dude name? And Promotional, and retired.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He never, and it wasn't, PBC wasn't, had just started in 2015. I think Bradley retired 16 or 17, but he didn't cross the street. He never fought nobody, you know, in Al Heyman's stable. And I'm not saying he was scared because he's an animal. You know what I mean? He fought tough fights in his career, but he didn't. So sometimes it's bigger than that. He didn't fight Amir Khan. That's the dude that was begging to fight him.
Oh, he even told him. I don't know if you ever saw that interview. He told him, like, come fight me. He basically called him a pussy. Come fight me, pussy.
So, like, you know, when you do that, man, people going to say, well, you know, you was a great fighter, but it's some dudes you didn't entangle with. You know what I mean? It's a whole stable of guys you didn't entangle with.
Yeah.
So I just think that it's not fair. It's bigger than that. If he would have even said the welterweights won't fight Terrence Crawford, that would have been more. That would have been, to me, that would have been a little bit more relevant as a comment to just say a whole state, because when you bring up Deontay Wilder, he's obviously not a welterweight. You're talking about everybody, and that's not cool. You know, Golden Boy got a junior middleweight. And Jamie Munguia, they wouldn't let go nowhere near none of the junior middleweights on the side of the street.
Facts.
You know, and listen, I don't never get into that Uncle Tom stuff. I don't think that's. Like, to me, I hate to see that every single time two black people can't get along. So I'm not I heard people call Tim Bradley Uncle Tom and Coons. I'm not saying that. That's not Stephen Edwards. I'm not calling that man that, because he was taking up for a black dude at the end of the day. Terrence Crawford is black. And I'm not going to associate one side with the real black dudes and the other side with that, because whoever signed you, sign you. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you come out of the amateurs, man, these dudes is poor. They want to get signed. They want to get on. We signed with Gary Shaw when we first came out. That didn't work out. We went to Al Heyman in 2012. We've been loyal to Al ever since. But I'm not going to lie, Fred. I took Julian the Golden Boy in Top Rank. They just didn't sign him. If they would have signed him, we probably would be with them. You know what I mean? Don't have nothing to do with a black or white thing. It got something to do with, I got to take my kid to a company that's going to move him. So I don't get into that, you know. But I think that this stuff gets a little bit overstated. Terrence Crawford signed with them. He gets big minimums, and something comes with that. And it's up to his promotional company to build opponents for him, or get him ranked by the sanctioning body so he can get big fights, or offer these guys a shitload of money so they can fight him. You know what I mean? Like, that's what happens when you sign with somebody that don't have opponents for you. You can't. And listen, I'm not telling you not to be loyal to Top Rank. He got a right to be loyal to them. Terrence Crawford wasn't an Olympian. He had, you know, some things, you know, people weren't knocking his door now early in his career, but he outperformed everything. And I think he's a great fighter, probably the best fighter in the world. or at least one of them.
Sure.
But you know, when you sign with a company that don't have a lot of opponents in your weight class, his people aren't stupid. They got to know that that's something that comes with that. And it's up to fighters to create their legacy. It's not up to the promoters. If you're a promoter and you got literally 7 figures invested in the fighter, would you put him in the ring with the fighter that you think in your heart that's probably going to beat him?
No.
If that fighter's not with you?
Yeah, you're right. No.
You know what I mean? Like, the only person that would be a betting, that would be even money to fight Terence Crawford at 147 pounds is Errol Spence, and Errol Spence is injured. Every other PBC welterweight will be a prohibitive underdog to fight Terence Crawford. So if you're a businessman, and I'm not saying it's right or wrong, I'm just saying that if the shoe was on the other foot, do you think that if Crawford was a 3-1 underdog to fight Keith Thurman, that Bob Arum would be putting him in the ring, and Bob Arum had all the welterweights?
Well, he did.
You know what I mean?
He did at one point. You know, he had the 5 welterweights. You know.
Yeah,
and
so
he didn't.
It's like and they fought each other. So
they
you
fought
gotta understand the business of it, you know. And I hate even using that term because I'm a trainer, and you want to build your guys' legacy, but you gotta understand that things don't work like that. You know, like they have options. They got to build the opponent. They got to get him ranked by the sanctioning body, because if he becomes a number 1 contender, then the law mandates you to fight certain people.
Gotcha.
I know that. Julian never got a title shot without being a number 1 contender. Both of his title shots were earned. Be the number 1 contender, or overpay these guys to fight you.
Sure.
That's what's going to have to happen. I mean, who's going to chance that with a guy that's most likely? Now, I know fighters think they're going to beat everybody, but if you're just talking about strictly odds, nobody's going to be the favorite to beat Terence Crawford except for Earl.
Sure.
And I don't think Earl will be the favorite. I honestly think that will open as pretty much an even money fight.
Really?
Yeah, I do. If it's a favorite, nobody will be more than -120. I'm a gambling man.
Oh, I know.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be nothing. It's going to be nothing significant.
Sure.
That's an even money fight. Everybody else on PBC, Crawford is at least 3-1 favorite to beat. He's a great fighter in his prime. You know what I mean? They're not making them odds to lose.
Sure.
Earl brought the only one that now anything can happen in the fight, but before the fight, Earl will be the only one that people think that can stand with them. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And won't have to get lucky in order to beat them or whatever. Pacquiao probably be old, even though Pacquiao has the best resume out of everybody. Probably will be considered to be a little too old. Danny could clip him, but people will probably say, we don't know if Danny's going to clip him. Thurman is an inactive guy. Porter a fighting tooth and nail, but you know, you probably say, I don't know if he's going to win. You know what I mean? So
sure.
it's this one. It's that's just what it is. Ugas will give him a good fight, but can Ugas give him a good fight, or can he beat him? You know, so they got. I mean, I just think that the situation, it gets overstated. You got to create the guy opponent, and there's some young guns coming up.
Sure.
Virgil Ortiz, Jerron Ennis, they coming.
Yeah. Oh, they coming.
You know,
coming,
man.
Oof.
Coming.
Yeah.
I mean, that's some heat.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a shame, but that's what happens in boxing. You like, I understand the certain fights that Julian may not get. Okay. You're not going to hear me complaining about him. It's certain. Do you think we're going to do a Canelo fight? Probably not. You know what I mean? But I understand that. You're not going to hear me crying because that's what happens. If you sign away from the action in your division, I don't think Terence Crawford's scared of anybody.
Gotcha.
I think he got some good minimums from his company. He showed them some loyalty. Those are the people that he used to dealing with. People don't know, when you come to a fight city, man, first thing you do, call the promoters when you get off the plane. Around how much money you got? You know what you say, Fred? Where's our per diems at? What's up with our rooms? JROC need this in his room. You want that to be a comfortable feeling. You want it to be people that you know. It's a comfortability factor.
I got you.
When you know a certain company.
I got you.
You know what I mean? Don't nobody want to be hunting nobody down for no for no $100 a day, man. With their per diems, fighters want to eat, they hungry. You gotta go out and get Pedialyte. You gotta go get the person that's driving the van to go get you your stuff for your rehydration. There's all kinds of things that you need to do. Sure. So it's a comfortability factor, and I get it. We're comfortable with the PBC. You know what I mean? I'm comfortable being able to call who I got to call for the things I need, medicals and all that kind of stuff. You know, so I don't blame Crawford for being with the company that he's comfortable with, but something comes with that. And what comes with that is you're not going to just get a Danny Garcia and a Keith Thurman and Errol Spence and the rest of the lineup. And, you know, whenever you want them, you're not going to just fight them when you want them. That's how it works. So, you know, but they'll work it out, man. That's millionaire problems, man.
He said that's a millionaire problem.
You know, like they'll figure it all out.
Yeah, that's rare air.
It's a travesty. You know, I don't think it's a travesty. I just think it's just one of those things. This company is a smart company. I'm cool with a lot of people over there at top rank, and they smart enough to figure this thing out. And if they don't figure it out, dude got $4 million to fight the Mean Machine.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
We ain't slipped that yet. Fred, and we can fought way rougher dudes than Mean Machine.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's a lot of money to fight that guy.
It is. It is.
That's well above market value. So it's like, all right. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, you want to get paid. You making that kind of money in your 30s, man. You closer to the end than you are the beginning.
Gotcha.
That's some good paper, man.
Gotcha. Speaking of promotions, has the Zone ever reached out to y'all in terms of wanting to bring y'all over to Unify?
You know what, man? I don't really speak on that kind of stuff. Okay. But I will say that we've been loyal to Al. He's treated us good. We've gotten above market value for our fights. We've had the opportunities that we need. And you know, if something ever came down to that, one thing I'll never let nobody do, and that's like have something over my head.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? That's a dirty game. You're not gonna have nothing over my head. I'm not saying nothing in text that I can't say to your face. I'm not doing no secret meetings or none of that. We're gonna do it out in the open. And if the money makes sense, don't get it twisted. We a bump. You know what I mean? Yeah. I ain't turning down no life changing money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna sneak and do it either. Yeah. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk about it. And if it's gonna be a meeting, you know, I'll gonna go with it. So he's gonna be on the phone or something's gonna happen. You know what I mean? But you know, I've seen people take meetings and I just look and be like, damn, you know, like maybe, you know, cause we show a lot of loyalty, man. One thing I don't want to do, like in this business, people are blackmailing you, Fred. Gotcha. You know what I mean? And I can't be blackmailed. I'm not going to allow myself to ever be blackmailed. I've learned that a long time ago. Like somebody's blackmailing you, that's a gun or one bullet. Tell them to say whatever they got to say or do what they got to do. Because after they shoot their bullet, they don't have no more ammunition.
Gotcha.
So, on 43 years on this earth, I ain't never been blackmailed. So I'm not going to like say nothing or do nothing sneaky. Gotcha. So somebody can say, okay, if you say this, I'm going to let Al know or I'm going to let Tom Brown. No, we're not doing that. You know what I mean? We're not going to do that kind of stuff. So, gotcha. But we good. I mean, but listen, you get that Canelo call, you got to sit down and take that. You got to take that call. You know what I'm saying, Fred? That's like, ain't nobody turning that down. Not when you got kids and you wanna build generational wealth. You know, Danny Jacobs took it. You know what I mean? He took that call. You gotta take that call.
Mikey just took it. So, $7 million to fight Jesse.
Jesus.
$7 million to fight Jesse, and he's never sold out an arena. How funny is that?
Yeah. So that's the point that I'm making. You know. I got a unified champion who just put on one of the best performances anybody's seen in a long time against an 8-1 favorite. Yeah. So we get that call. You got to sit down and you got to take that call, but you got to do it the right way.
Absolutely. Speaking of odds, what are the odds would you give Rosario versus JROC?
Damn, nobody's ever asked me that question before. I mean, if I'm laying odds for the fight,
if you laying odds,
I'd say you're going to be about 3 to 4 to 1 favorite.
4 to 1 favorite. Okay. Well,
yeah, he's in
you
his
being modest.
hometown.
Look at you being modest. A fucking 3-4 to 1 favorite.
I'm gonna tell you why I say that.
Hell
I'm gonna tell you why I say that.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Because he can punch. Because he can punch. Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna tell you why I say it. Because a lot of the fights are gonna be based on, for one thing, Julian beat a guy to beat him, right? But the thing is, he was a pup when he fought Collimore. The dude was like 22 years old.
Gotcha.
He's run on a really, really good hot streak since then. Justin DeLoach is a good kid.
Yeah.
That kid, Jamonte Clark, that dude can fight. He's 6'2" southpaw, and he was wreaking havoc as a
amateur.
You know, as an amateur. You know, so these are not easy fights that Rosario won. I'm not saying he should be the favorite. I'm not saying it should be even money. 4-1, I think it's about right. Anything above that, you know, I think you undervaluing Rosario. That's my personal opinion. You know, but fights is won in ring, man. They ain't won on the paper. We just won an 8-1 as a fight as an 8-1 underdog. Them odds be off.
Sure.
You know, every day I'll let Julian know, like, when you see a dude fighting for these kind of opportunities, you know, it's easy to wake up in the morning, man, for your first title shot. It's easy to wake up in the morning when you ain't never made 6 figures before, and they offering you, if you win this fight, you gonna get Charlo for over $1 million. I ain't stupid. I know they probably tantalized me with that. He was Samson Luca with. So this joker gonna train. He got some athleticism to him, Fred. He can hit a baseball. He plays a big time baseball player, Dominican Republic. That means he can get a whole lot of torque in his hips and stuff, man. I saw that joker hit a lot of home runs, man. I know everything about him. This boy ain't gonna come here and lay down. Julian gonna have to put him in his place and beat his ass. That's what he gonna have to do.
Now Julian's good at beating ass. If you understand. No, I'm serious. No, I'm serious.
Yeah,
like that dog. Like, yes, he's good at just breaking people.
Yep. And that's what we plan on doing. But I really believe in, bro, listen, I live 38 miles from the gym. It's days I drive to the gym to Philly, because I live a little outside of Philly, twice. Early in the morning, cold as weather, go home, lay down, come back in the afternoon, just to make sure that all the training is done properly. I watch him do all of his road work, all of his runs, everything. I know how serious this fight is, man. Because we can't get to the next one if we don't get through this dude.
Absolutely.
You know, so this is, and we was in the same exact position in May, going to a dude's hometown, big underdog. Nobody's giving us a chance. And Rosario said it at the press conference. So I expect him to be very, very, very live in this fight. You don't have to discourage that kid.
Okay. Was there an opponent choice you had? Was there any other options you had besides Rosario?
When Jared backed out of the fight, I got word that the winner of Jared and Jewel will fight the winner of Tony and Jamel. Right? So what I said was, if Jared don't want to fight, just give us another big, strong right-handed kid. That was my line of thinking.
Gotcha.
So we can kind of get the same sparring we had in. Not that it's an exact clone. If he was an exact clone, he would be Jamel or Jared. But I just wanted another big right-handed kid. I got a couple of names, and I'm like, you know what? There's a lot of Dominicans and Puerto Ricans and Philly. That kid's cool. He's in the rankings. Let's do it. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what it is. So that was just my line of thinking. I wanted somebody between 5'11" and 6'1", big puncher, strong guy. So he kind of fit the bill once Jared, because you got to remember, we had already started getting sparring for Jared.
Gotcha.
And I knew we would be fighting Jamel or Tony. So there was no need to get, nobody 5'7", nobody is a southpaw. You just might as well just keep the same guys you had sparring in and just go from there. What was ironic, Fred, is we were going to hire Rosario for the camp for her. That was ironic.
Wow.
And Jules said, Steve, don't hire that joker, man. He's too high in the rankings. He might want to fight me.
Wow.
And I don't listen to Jewel, but I listened to him that day. I just said, okay.
I can tell you don't listen to him in between rounds. Shut up.
I don't listen to him, man. He's crazy. But I listened to him and I said, you know what? The kid might be right. All right, I won't hire him. And he was right.
Wow.
I literally had put a call in to Samson. Was like, I want your kid up here. I'm gonna get him in if you can. And Joe said, no, man. That Joe had been on a little bit of a winning streak. He gonna want to fight one day. The first time he fight me in the ring, I want it to be the first time he fight me in the ring. I don't want to be no dude that I spar with for 200 rounds to get they're fighting.
Facts.
And I said, okay, cool. And I listened to him, and he was right. So when we got the name, I said, damn. He said, he was gloating about that.
Oh, yeah.
Finally been right for one time in 10 years. so I said, all right, you right. And that's what it was. That's basically what my line of thinking was, man. We had already started sparring some big, tall, 68-pounders. And I was like, let's just keep the same guys, man, and just go ahead with that.
Okay.
And it worked out.
Okay, beautiful. Hometown fight. How'd you react to that? Hometown.
He deserves it. He deserves it. He really does. He went down D.C. on the train, just three of us, and we brought the hardware back. He deserves it. He deserves it. I don't, and you got to take it when you can get it because it'll be hard to get like the bigger guys to come here.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
So, and Danny and Bernard have fought here, but they haven't defended a title. It hasn't been a title fight here in a while. Tevin Farmer did it on the zone app, but you talking about something that's going to be on Fox. So that's huge to me.
Yeah, he did.
So,
he did.
And,
that day
and
before.
he said, he was like, I thought it would have been fair if Herb would have been made to come up here. But we was going to do the Herb fight in Brooklyn. But that's cool. But I just thought it would have been fair if we had to go down here, Herb come up here.
Sure. That's fair.
When life ain't fair, though.
That was my next statement.
When Herb pulled out, I always got a way of making, looking at things in an optimistic way. I was like, you know what? I know what we could do. We could just get Jewel a hometown fight. He deserves it. We already got screwed around and got to wait till January to fight. Let's at least get a kid a hometown fight. Nobody argued. How could you argue with that?
Sure.
We didn't negotiate one thing for the Herb fight, bro. I wouldn't lie to you. Not one thing. The only thing I asked for was 90 days of VADA.
Wow.
Ring size, money, location, nothing. I wouldn't negotiate nothing. All I said, let's give us VADA, give us a date. We're going to be there. So, when you don't ask for nothing, it's easy to ask for something. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. And hometown fight it is.
Yeah.
How excited are you, though?
I never get too high and I never get too low. I'm excited, but I gotta. My wife mad at me because I gotta train Christmas morning, but Joe gotta make weight. But I can't allow myself to be embarrassed. I'm a professional, so I'm excited, but at the same time, it's more like a level-headed excitement. It's not like you hit the lottery. Yeah, rah, rah, rah. It's not like that. It's more like, all right, we're going to get it on. We're going to keep going. He's in his prime now. He's going to show everybody what he got. It's like that kind of deal. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
I never get too high. I never get too low, man, because this will break your spirit, bro. You see them tears in Tony's eyes, man? It'll break your spirit, man.
Yeah, I felt bad for him because it's like...
Yeah. It's rough, man.
I did everything right. I did everything right for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. 6 more minutes to go.
I know that feeling, man. I haven't had it a lot, but it's something that you can't really describe with words, but you know the look when you see it.
Yeah.
So, anything can happen in the fight, man. And I say that every day. We train with a sense of paranoia. Like dude might be doing something like extra. He might be better than he ever been before. He might fight over his head. He might see something in you, anything, man. So you can't, that's why I probably got grades, man. Because I don't rest until after it's over. You probably can have a better conversation with me after it's over. But right now, I think dude Godzilla, man.
Yeah.
I do. I think
and you better think that.
Yes. Like this is no lie. That's how I think, bro. I think he's Godzilla. I think that he got a hell of a shot to win. And I think that we gotta be better than we gotta be our best when our best is needed. Yeah. You know what I mean? I really feel that way. I've seen fighters have letdowns, man. I've seen guys, be able to do it once but can't do it again.
Nice. Yeah.
Andy Ruiz, you know what I mean? Anything can happen.
Man, I was so angry at him. Oh man.
Shame.
And I
wish Andy. I don't know him, but I wish I did, because I wish that young man had the foresight to understand what's going to happen to him now. And when people invest emotionally in you and root for you and argue that you're going to win the fight and you're going to beat him again and bet on you and things of that way, you show up out of shape and do that, you ostracize yourself in a different way. That's almost worse than quitting, man. People turn on you in a different way, man. And be rough on Andy. I don't think he understood, because I was hearing the rumors about the spending and all that kind of stuff. I don't think he understood what he was doing. Don't, man. I don't think he understands how everybody's going to turn on him, how his matchmaking is going to be rough. How he's going to have to fight tough fights because nobody's going to trust him no more. So they're just going to throw him in. I don't think he understood it. I don't think he had the mentor or somebody that he was willing to listen to. I know he got smart people around him, but I don't think he understood how serious it is to not fuck off an opportunity like that.
Opportunity?
And if you're going to lose, at least be in the best shape and fight your heart out. So people that rooted for you not mad at you. See, people are angry with Andy, man.
Yes.
And that's not good, man. He very rarely in the history of boxing do people come back from that. It's a very rare occurrence. Not just for loss. It's coming in 50% shape. Everybody talk about Riddick Bowe, man. Riddick Bowe got washed by Andrew Galata twice. He won the fights on disqualification, but he got ruined at 28 years old because of not coming in shape. In the 80s, we had a bunch of heavyweights: Greg Page, Tony Tubbs, Buster Douglas, Tim Witherspoon. None of those guys could get in shape, man. Gluttony is a hell of a thing, man. And you don't come back from that. It takes discipline is a talent. It takes something to get in shape for a fight. And Andy, I just don't think he realized what he did.
He lost.
But he will.
Yeah, he is. When he got to go,
man.
Oh man, when he's in the motherfucking convention hall.
Yeah, that was just, man. That was the mistake. That, man. I shook my head. I said, man, this kid don't realize what he just did.
And he shouldn't have said it. He shouldn't have said it.
Yep.
No one recognizes the difference. Like, I have no disrespect, but I'm like, I can't see 14 extra pounds on him. You know what I mean?
Listen, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. Said he wore like some stuff in his pants to make it seem like he was out of shape.
Yeah.
But when I seen him like his attack, Andy's kind of dude that got to be in shape to attack, because he's attacking with energy. And when you're a smaller guy and you got to fight with energy like that, that's why guys with those styles burn out so fast. Gotcha. Look, you remember Aaron Pryor?
Yeah.
Aaron Pryor was a monster, but he was done by the time he was 30. Rocky Marciano retired early. The great Joe Frazier, who trained here in Philly, I used to train at his gym.
Oh, wow.
He was done. But people don't realize Joe Frazier's younger than Ali. He got way less fights than Ali.
Wow.
But his career was over before Ali's was. He was done. You know what I'm saying? Joe Frazier come out of the 64 Olympics, Ali from the 60 Olympics. But that style burns out because it's a lot of energy to have to press and break the distance and use your legs and move forward like that. So when I seen Andy couldn't get his shots off, the only thing he did, he had that natural innate toughness, because you tell he got a chin and he's tough. And he was just kind of like walking in that David Tua way, where it's like fake hustle. Like he looked like he coming, but he ain't really coming. Ain't no world class dude gonna break under that kind of pressure, because it's not real pressure like that. I'm like, this dude didn't train, man. And say what you want about Joshua, he far from the perfect fighter, but he trained.
Yeah, he trained.
You know what I mean?
Definitely trained.
You could look at the man and tell that he cared about his body and he trained. He trained. He took the fight serious. So, but, man, I feel bad for Andy, because that gluttony, man, that's going to that kind of stuff leads to depression later on in life, man. When you realize what kind of opportunity you miss.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's gonna be very depressed. Oh man, like Mike Tyson-ish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
I don't see peace in Mike Tyson. You know, I'm not. I'm just thinking on the outside. I'm not saying he doesn't have peace, but my perception is it looks like he's just been chasing since I've known him. You know, he's never really been still. You know, and I think when he looks back at this 10 years from now, when he's retired, and obviously he's gonna be over 300 pounds when he retires, just based off of, you know, how he comes in the fight, he's gonna say, I should have got knocked out by Wilder. Like, like that's $40 million. Like I should have $40 million. You know what I mean? Shit. And he would have been an icon. He would have been on Chavez level icon for a whole year. He could have toured. Oh my God. It would have been
how about this?
Go ahead.
Let's just go to the basic generic point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Just how about just having self-esteem and just giving yourself the best chance to succeed?
Yeah.
Forget about everybody else. Just give yourself the best chance to succeed.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all guys don't think I could win. I'm a one-hit wonder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm this, I'm that. I'm going to fight my heart out and give myself the best chance to succeed.
Facts.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, man. Sometimes the advice you get is just so simple. Let's just try our best. Let's just report to camp, work our butt off every day. Whatever happens, happens.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you guys to say I can't win or I can't do it? But to show up like that.
But here's the catch. He had the answers to the test.
Yep. Force this man into exchanges and attack him.
Yep. He had the answers to the test.
He had some success in this fight.
Yeah.
And 50% shape.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a naturally tougher, harder man than Anthony Joshua.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how it looks, Anthony Joshua can never exchange with that man.
Mm-mm.
He can just take more than he can.
Mm-hmm.
But he got to be in shape to force him into a firefight. Got to
be in shape, yeah. Man, that broke my back, man.
Yeah, another dude millionaire problems though, man. Yeah. I wish I did have a kid that was clearing 8 figures, man.
But his circle of influence though. How many tacos can y'all eat before you say it's time to nut up? How many times can you fill up the Wraith? How many laps can you walk around your house, your mansion before you say, fuck this shit? Like
You're right. You're 100% right.
Mm-hmm.
But yo, bro, I got to be up early in the
morning. All right, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. And congratulations on getting Dylan Price too, man.
Oh yeah. Oh, you heard about that?
Yeah, cool, man. Cool. I've been following Dylan since he was 0-0. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. Yep. Me and his dad pretty cool. Yep.
Yeah.
Good kid.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully he makes some noise, man, down there at those divisions, man. I got a lot of confidence in him.
Yeah. Appreciate.
Really talented kid. Yep.
I appreciate it because I heard you tell your daughter like 35 minutes ago, so I appreciate you, man.
I know, right? They sitting here looking at me right now. Pissed off at Mr. Fred.
Appreciate you, man. Have a great cat. I'll see you the week of the fight. Appreciate you.
Okay, cool. You coming?
Yeah, I'm going to that fight instead of going to Danny's. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
I'll see you there.
See you here.
Yep.
All right.
Peace. So there you have it, man. One of the great brain trust in boxing, Steve Breadman. Man, y'all got to follow him on his social medias, man. Y'all got to watch his memes. That's all I'm saying. And you definitely want to check him out on the boxing scene, man. I wasn't about to challenge him on that historical stuff. You know what I mean? I was like, my depth of references and intellect is definitely not, man. His well goes well into the abyss of boxing. So I appreciate you, Breadman. And 18th, JROC Rosario, hometown fight for JROC, man. Everyone's favorite fighter. You know what I mean? The landlord of the 154-pound division. And honestly, with Errol Spence being out and Terrence Crawford on the other side of the street, and it seemed like there's a huge division, 154 might be the most colorful division in boxing with all the personalities. So we'll go from there. So thank you for your time. 1 hour and 5 minutes, y'all. Amazing. I appreciate y'all. Barbershop Conversations, man. Tell a friend. Share the video. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.